On the 2024 elections, let's bring in our political panel today. Louisiana Talk Radio host Jeff Crouere and former DNC Deputy Secretary, Press Secretary Jose Aristimuno. Thank you both, gentlemen, for joining us on your Saturday. We appreciate it. So I want to start with this Joe Manchin news, right? All signs seem to be pointing to a third-party presidential run. We don't know what those chances look like, but it sounds like it. Jose, I want to come to you first. How worried should Democrats be about this? Because it's very likely Joe Manchin could take votes away from the president.
Sure. Look, I actually disagree. I actually Manchin wants to stay relevant. He wants to stay part of the national conversation. I think he should, but he's a smart man. I know it's not realistic for him to do a third-party bid and action. It's not realistic. I think he should.
Okay, we might be having a little bit of audio trouble with you, Jose, but I'm going to quickly go to Jeff here and have him respond. I actually was thinking about this. I don't think that leader Chuck Schumer in the Senate has actually reacted to this news yet, which is very unlikely of him. We haven't seen anything come out of his office yet, and if we have, I'm sure they'll correct me pretty shortly here. But let's take a look at the Senate makeup and pull up this graphic here and show the map of all the Democrats that are up for re-election here. And you're looking for, Republicans are really looking to flip one seat here. And the three most vulnerable states, of course, are Montana, Ohio, and now West Virginia. Republicans do have to keep their seats, Jeff, but how worried should Democrats be here?
They should be extremely worried. Joe Manchin was going to lose anyway. Donald Trump won West Virginia by 40 points. Joe Manchin's not popular. He's losing to Governor Justice there. He would have lost big time. So what he's trying to do is now parlay this into a potential run for president. Joe Biden has got all these people running for president. They're going to take votes away from him. Jill Stein, Cornel West, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And I would think Joe Manchin is going to run. He wants the limelight. And Aisha, the reason that Chuck Schumer hasn't said anything is that Chuck Schumer can see his majority going bye-bye. There's going to be no Democrat majority in the Senate after the 2024 election. That's going to go Republican. These other seats that you mentioned are going to go Republican. So Chuck Schumer is not going to be the majority leader after the 2024 election. There's no way, Aisha. Too many of their seats are vulnerable. Too many of these are Republican seats. You can write West Virginia off. It is going Republican 100%. And I predict right here, Aisha, Joe Manchin is going to run for president. He loves the limelight. It's going to hurt Joe Biden even more.
Yeah. We wait to see, what the motivation is, if he really thinks that he can get anywhere with that run, or if this is really just a strategy to get some attention and maybe write a book and sail off into the sunset, being the real moderate, right, as he wants to sell himself. Jose, I want to come back to you because Democrats are really making a push to put abortion on the ballot in several key states in 2024, including Arizona. Abortion is still a perplexing issue for Republicans. How do you see this going? And do you think that it will be on the ballot in a state like Arizona?
Look, I think Republicans, this is a wake-up call for Republicans. It looks to me that they have not learned their lesson. Back in 2022, the big red wave would come, and it didn't come. I think Republicans should understand that women across the country want to do with their body what they please. They're not going to let the government of the United States impede what it is they want to do. It's a lucid issue for Republicans. They should really sit down hard and reflect and maybe change their messaging around a lucid issue that's been for them since day one.
Jeff, I'll have you respond to that. This is going to be this is an issue for Republicans. They still haven't quite figured out how to tackle this head on, and the Republican the candidates on the debate stage were bringing the same point up. They really have to figure this out.
Well, and I think it's easy. The Dobbs decision, send it back to the states, Aisha, and then Republicans should just trust the voters in all the states across the country. They'll make the decision best for their state. Here in Louisiana, we have no abortion allowed except for the life of the mother. Other states have exceptions. Other states allow it to different degrees during the pregnancy. So it's up to the voters of those states, and that's what any Republican should be for. Let the people in the various states make the decision. But I think another factor in our losses on Tuesday was horrible leadership by Ronna McDaniel. We need to have a new leader for the RNC. Republicans are going to keep losing with the same sort of leaders, Aisha, and that's going to be a big discussion going forward. Does the RNC need a new leader? And I say yes. She's got to go. She keeps losing.
Well, sounds like Vivek Ramaswamy has definitely convinced you, Jeff. And we'll see if he convinces any more Republicans out there. Jeff and Jose, thanks so much for joining us, gentlemen. We appreciate it. Have a good week.